Alright, we have the operations in CAM for the back of the clock face. Now let's do the front. So I want to make sure that I have the correct setup selected. The first thing I want to do is adaptive clearing. I'm going to select this 3/4 inch diameter tool. There it is. And now here under geometry, what should I select? I'm going to select this bottom circular line on the outside of the clock face. And then here, the top height, I do want to be the stock top. However, I want to go a little below the selected contours. It's possible that the piece of aluminum won't sit on there perfectly level, and I don't want to leave just a hair-thick sliver of aluminum hanging on. So I'm going to click type rather, minus 0.05 should be plenty. And then here I do want to go in multiple depths. I don't want to be taking a pass that is deeper than 1/10 of an inch on this. And then I can just click OK, and it'll generate that tool path. That looks good. All right, now let's engrave the numbers on the clock face. So for that, I'm going to select 2D engrave. And it has number 53, this 1/4 inch diameter, 45 degrees chamfer mill, and that is what we want. And then under contour selection, I'm just going to zoom in and select all of these sketches. Or all the numbers in the sketch, rather. And be sure you're getting the actual numbers and not the lines that were used to create them. I'm going to click OK. It's going to generate those tool paths. And now the one last thing that I want to do is chamfer. Again, we have the correct tool selected here. I'm going to pick this inner circle on the hole and this top outer circle. Now look what it did here. The direction of this arrow is important. We want the arrow to be out in the air, not in the material. So if I click on this arrow, it'll jump this one to the other side. If I had left it in there, it would have basically made a big V groove around this instead of just nicking off the outside edge. Now we need to tell it how much I want to chamfer, and I'm going to go with 0.02, 20 thousandths on there, and give the tip offset of 40 thousandths, and click OK. And it creates the tool path for that chamfer. Now I can right click on this setup and go to simulate, and we'll just check and make sure that these tool paths make sense. Fast forward a little here. It's removing all of that material in 3 steps. It's going and engraving the numbers around the outside of the clock face, and it's putting on the chamfer. That is everything we want. I'm going to close that, and now we have a good set of operations for the front of the clock face.